Audio Jungle.
I'm dead too easy. For residents of Joe Blaine, the police killing of Giovanni Ellis on Monday was bittersweet. Ellis, the person of interest in the murder of 9-year-old Kiss Farrakhan in the Spanish Town community last Friday, was shot dead by cops during an alleged confrontation in Sandy Bay, Clarendon. As news of Ellis' killing spread across the airways, the residents welcomed his demise, but expressed that jungle justice would have been a better punishment for the crime he was suspected of committing against a minor in the community. If you can look at a 9-year-old and do that to a child, him evil. To me, them should have carried him back around here, back in the place where him commit the crime, and make everybody see him, and everybody have a piece of him. A male resident told reporters. Me would have liked to have a piece of him, cause me have 3 daughters. Him dead too easy, he added. Him should have torture. When it a bite him want dead and can't dead. A female resident who said Kelsey was her twin daughter's best friend was also of the view that Ellie should have been brought back to the community where he allegedly committed the act. Honestly, I prefer the police were not the ones who caught him, she said. I'm glad he's gone, but not that way. She said her daughters are not coping well with the news of Kelsey's death. She was the twins' best friend. Sometimes she's over here. I don't know what to say, but I'm hurting. The kids are still scared, and the family wants me to get counseling for them, she added. The grade 3 student of St. John's Primary School was found dead at home at Joe Blaine last Friday, partially naked, upside down in a barrel. It was suspected that she was being sexually assaulted. Ellis was subsequently named by the police as a person of interest in connection with the incident. He was reported on bail for a charge of cruelty to a child. One resident of the committee suggested that the justice system revisit how people charged with child abuse related offenses are handled. People like those, you have to lock them away. That's the only thing you can do. It's really regrettable that something like this happened. It should not have happened in the first place, but the good thing is that he was caught, the man said. Head of the St. Catherine North Division, Senior Superintendent of Police SSP Hopton Nicholson, said while murders are down significantly in St. Catherine, there have been increased reports of sexual offences. We welcome the decrease in murders and shootings, but realize that so far this year, the reports of sexual offences compared to last year have been on the increase, SSP Nicholson said, noting, however, that a lot of the reports are of incidents that took place a year or two ago but are just being reported. What is disturbing is that majority of the perpetrators identified so far this year are persons who are supposed to be the protector of the victims. We are talking about fathers, we're talking about grandfathers, uncles, cousins, family friends, and other caregivers, Nicholson said while speaking at the St. John's Primary School on Monday. Nicholson said the victims are between the ages of 3 and 42 years, while the perpetrators are between the ages of 12 and 80 years. We have already arrested a grandfather for molesting his grandchild. That's the society which we are living in. We want to implore parents and guardians to be extremely vigilant. We also implore citizens to report any suspicion of abuse with regard to children and ensure that you tell the police the whole truth and nothing but the truth, he noted. Trial of Noel Maitland for Donnelly Donaldson's murder to begin today. The murder trial for Constable Noel Maitland, who is implicated in the 2022 killing of his girlfriend Donnelly Donaldson, will begin today in the Home Circuit Court after the court gave permission for 3 witnesses to testify remotely. The proceedings will begin with the empaneling of the jury. The trial was scheduled to start on April 28 but had been delayed by the special measures application by the prosecution in which the court's permission was being sought. Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions Claudette Thomason has indicated that the outcome of the application will determine whether the trial proceeds. Maitland, who has since been in custody since July 27, 2022, is charged with murder and preventing the lawful burial of a corpse. Donaldson, a 24-year-old social media influencer, went missing on July 13, 2022, after she was last seen at Maitland's home 2 days earlier. Prosecutors have disclosed that forensics analysis established that bloodstain reportedly found on curtains on a pair of sneakers inside Maitland's Chesley Manor St. Andrew apartment were from the missing woman. The court also heard that on July 13, the constable allegedly took a sofa to a car wash to be cleaned, claimed his cousin had injured himself, and had messed up the furniture. According to an attendant who assisted Maitland, the court had alarming volumes of blood. A whole heap of blood coming out of the right side. Jesus, this man must dead. Him bleed out. Or this coming like them kill somebody in a this, the attendant is alleged to have remarked. Maitland had reported hired a truck driver to transport the couch and had also reportedly tried to trick his landlord into deleting closed-circuit television footage of his apartment. The prosecution had further revealed that a cell site analysis showed that Donnelly's mobile cell phone was last located on the network on July 12 in the vicinity of Maitland's apartment, and that Maitland's cell phone was in the same location at the same time. Attorneys at law Christopher Towson, Chadwick Berry, Sanjay Simis, and Kason Kennedy Sherman are representing Maitland. Bail extended for TikToker 119, who is charged with malicious communication. The case against popular TikToker 119, who is charged with malicious communication over social media posts made about a St. Catherine woman, was postponed in the parish court as the file was not complete and he lacked legal representation. The accused, whose given name is Milton Ray, who is out on bail, was ordered to return to court on Friday. I have an attorney. He told me that he would have made himself, but at the last minute, he said that he would not be available, Ray told Parish Court Judge Janelle Nelson Gale. When asked how did he plead, he replied saying he was fundamentally not guilty. In outlining the allegations, the clerk of court stated that on March 22nd, the accused and the complainant went out to an entertainment event, and afterwards he allegedly invited her to his home. She reportedly refused. It is further alleged that on March 29, he warned the woman that he was going to disgrace her. The court heard that on March 30, Ray posted her picture on social media with alleged defamatory remarks. The woman made a report to the police and an investigation was launched by the Spanish Town Criminal Investigations Branch, which resulted in Ray being charged with malicious communication. He was granted $400,000 station bail with a surety. Cyclist killed in Sunday morning collision. A lifeguard of Mile in Otres in St. Anne died as a result of injuries he sustained in a motor vehicle collision on the Lodge Main Road in the parish on Sunday. Reports from the Otres Traffic Department are that about 11:15 a.m., 38-year-old Kemar Saman was riding his bike heading towards the Lodge Main Road from his community. It is alleged that he failed to stay in his lane and collided with a red Honda motorcycle traveling in the opposite direction. Both men were thrown from their cycles. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, the men were assisted to hospital, where someone was pronounced dead on arrival. The investigation is ongoing. Woman accused of stealing over $3 million from partner's home. A 30-year-old woman has been charged with larceny after she allegedly stole over $3.3 million in cash and appliances from her partner's home. She is Jenny Nesbitt of Vineyard Crescent Vineyard Estate in Old Harbor, St. Catherine. Reports from the Old Harbor police are that the complainant was in a relationship with the accused and gave her a key to the house. Over a period of time, the man discovered that some money he had was missing. While searching for the money in his bedroom, he discovered that his 75-inch JCB television valued at about $150,000, his Whirlpool stove valued at $200,000, and cash amounting to over $3 million were missing. A report was made to the police and a search of Nesbitt's residence was conducted. She later turned herself into the police and was subsequently arrested and charged with the offenses after a question and answer session in the presence of her attorney. Her court date is being finalized. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.